Welcome back to the CM podcast today. Today we're going to be reacting to 13 lies you were told about space. Let's go, baby. My name's Afghan Dan and welcome back to the CM podcast. Don't take that seriously, okay? Thank you for 37 subscribers. I'm hoping to get 50 by the end of this month. So if you know anybody who likes podcasts or likes extremist views, borderish, tell them to subscribe to me and enjoy my content. Anyway, let's watch this video. This is kind of fire, the blue going over it. So edited. Oh my days, I wish I could do editing like that.
When you think of ringed planets,
Let me
well,
turn
you
it
probably
up.
assume there's only one of them in our solar system,
Okay.
Saturn. But what if I told you that there are 3 other planets similar to Saturn? Yeah, it's true. Jupiter, Uranus, and
That's crazy if you think about it. They've all got rings, like little rings that you can't see.
Neptune all have their own sets of rings.
Yeah?
Most people don't know about them because they're much thinner and pretty much invisible from Earth. We only learned about them when Voyager 1 and Voyager
Damn, so you can't see them because they're a lot much thinner. Oh my days.
2 flew past them in the 1970s and 80s. Some scientists even think that Earth had rings at some point in its existence.
Damn.
4.5 billion years ago, when a planet
Damn, that's crazy.
the size of Mars smashed into our young rock, it ejected so much debris that it likely, briefly, formed a small ring around Earth. Despite their unimaginably massive gravitational pull, black holes don't go around sucking in everything in their way. It just doesn't work like that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So black holes don't suck everything in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Stop telling me these lies, man. NASA, you need to stop telling lies.
Black holes are more like sinkholes. If you were to get too close to one, you'd get spaghettified and lost to the blackness of this monstrosity. But if you're far enough away from it, you'd be safe. Even if our sun was
Crazy, let me see.
placed in the middle of our solar system by a black hole with similar mass, all the planets would just orbit like nothing happened. Things would get pretty dark, though.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So we could survive without the sun if we had a black hole.
Speaking of darkness, the moon doesn't have a dark side. Our
Damn.
planetary partner gets hit by the sunlight all around.
Damn.
The reason why you don't see the other side of the moon is because it's always facing away from us. Yeah, our moon rotates on its axis at the same rate it orbits Earth, making it what's called tidally locked to our planet.
Yeah,
If a large
I did already know that fact. Also, comment down below if you already know these facts and you don't want me to react to any more space videos.
asteroid is on a deadly collision course with Earth, the best thing to do is to nuke it.
Nuke it.
Oh, so
The best thing to do is nuke it. That wouldn't be the best idea, because if you nuke a big ass rock, yeah, and it's near enough to Earth, once all the bits have separated, it's just gonna fall on Earth. We're all gonna die. We're gonna exit like the dinosaurs.
Sorry, wait, I've actually got that wrong. Do not nuke asteroids that are about to collide with us.
Yeah.
The reason why? Well, because the nuclear explosion will shatter the asteroid into millions of smaller pieces. Yeah, the pieces that would still be headed for impact with us. Instead of dealing with just one giant asteroid, we'd have to deal with multiple impacts. And it would make our evacuation really difficult, or straight up impossible.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Don't nuke an asteroid. Don't nuke an asteroid for that point exactly.
Now, you still can use a nuke to prevent an asteroid collision, but you don't even have to strike the space rock. We just set off a nuke near the asteroid.
Iron Brew. If you out there and you're watching this video, can I have an Iron Brew sponsorship? I'll brand it like this for you, and I'll go brewed in Scotland to a secret recipe since 1901. This iron brew contains carbohydrates, protein, salt, 0 grams of fat, and energy in it, which I don't know what energy comes underneath. And it's got 12% sugar in it, and it's 100%. Wait, it's 100% recyclable. Crazy. Amber, if you're out there, sponsor my videos, and maybe we can do a deal. Crazy. Anyway, let's continue.
Emphasis on near.
Yeah.
Then the force from the blast would nudge it off course. That would keep our planet safe. Hopefully. Nuking the asteroid off course isn't the only good thing you can do for our planet. Sometimes it's simpler than that, like making sure our air and water are clean. Unfortunately, just the other week, the Supreme Court cut back the Environmental Protection Agency's authority to regulate water pollution, and that's bad news. Over the past 50 years, the EPA reduced 6 of the most common air.
Yeah, that's crazy though, because if we don't look after the environment, we're not going to have anything else to drink or be able to live. So deforestation, right? If we keep chopping down trees and don't grow any more, we'll just die, because trees is what makes us stay alive.
Pollutants by 78% and significantly improved air quality. Their work has saved countless ecosystems, and restricting the EPA's ability to control water and air pollution is going to have serious consequences in the future. But you know what? Together, we can put people ahead of corporate profits and protect our environment. Speak out.
We do need to protect our environment, that is facts.
Vote and make sure your representatives know how vital the EPA's work is to you. We only have one chance on this planet. Standing on Earth at night, you can see thousands of stars, but the view from the moon is actually quite boring. Yeah, astronauts who traveled to the moon reported that stars aren't easily visible from there. Because our moon is...
That's crazy. We've already heard about this part.
Super reflective, it really... taller.
Heard about that part. So I've skipped over the space part of there being no stars, because I've already covered that in a video down below. But we're going to react to the rest of this now.
Oh, it's true that astronauts can grow up to 5 centimeters in space. Well, that's because the Earth's gravity doesn't weigh them down, and the vertebrae in their spines are able to expand a bit. But this effect is only temporary. As soon as you return to Earth, you get back to your regular height. Yeah, thanks, gravity. And space travel doesn't make you age slow.
Imagine if you're like a 5'6" midget and you go 5 foot and you're like 6 foot and you're like, yes, I'm 6 foot. And then as soon as you get back to Earth, you're just 5'4" again.
Or either. Not really. Albert Einstein theorized that time would pass slower for someone traveling at high speeds versus for someone stationary. This is called time dilation. And while it's true, you'd have to travel incredibly fast to achieve this de-aging effect. Like almost speed of light fast. Yeah, with our current space traveling technology, the difference in time is so minimal that it's not even worth calculating.
AG1 is a comprehensive and convenient blend of vitamins, minerals, and food-sourced ingredients. 1 scoop.
Not even worth calculating, guys. Also, I don't know what this advert is, so I'm going to skip it.
If you thought crying in space was impossible, well, first, why? And second, you're wrong. It's just different. Without gravity to pull your tears down, they don't trickle down your face like they do here on Earth. The tears just stick to your eyes and form a sort of watery blob. They must...
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you're telling me if I cry, I'm just going to water blob. Oh my God.
Might even cover your eyes if you cry a lot. So while you can totally cry in space, it's probably best that you don't. Not great for visibility. Hey, Martian dust storms are a real headache. The dust particles are so fine that they can get anywhere. And these dust storms can last for months, but they can't physically damage
That's pretty mental.
any equipment that we leave on the red planet. The thing is that the Martian atmosphere is super thin, just about 1% of the atmosphere we have on Earth. So even when these dust particles zoom around at about 100 kilometers per hour, they can't pack a big punch without the help of air. But what they can do is cover our solar panels and put our rovers into power-saving hibernation.
Damn, man. Damn. That's pretty cool, though, to be honest.
Oh, and I wouldn't inhale this dust either. Who knows what this fine powder could do to your lungs long term? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, this song is a big fat lie. Yeah, despite the famous children's song, stars don't twinkle. The flickering is just an illusion. Their light is actually very steady. Stars appear to twinkle due to the gas molecules that make up our atmosphere. They deflect some of the light from stars, making
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazier fact that I didn't know.
them appear as if they're shimmering. Asteroid belts are typically depicted as minefields of floating rocks. Spaceships have to weave in and out of the asteroids in a life or death situation, but in reality, our
Star Wars, man.
asteroid belts are nothing like what you see in the movies.
Crazy.
Asteroids aren't that close together. In fact, they're extremely far apart. For example, in the asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars, each of the asteroids is several million kilometers away from their nearest neighbor. And the chances of a collision are about 1 in 1 billion. So while Han, Chewie, and Leia had you on the edge of your seat in The Empire Strikes Back,
I've already mentioned that as a Star Wars. Oh my days.
asteroid fields like that are far from reality.
Oh,
The Great Wall of China is known to be the only man-made object that's visible from space. But this is entirely false. Yeah, sure, maybe you could see it with a camera and a zoom lens, but it's almost invisible to the naked eye. At 5 to 10 meters wide, the wall is way too thin to be seen from space. However, you can still see plenty of other man-made objects from space. Things like dams, bridges, and pyramids. And at night, you can see a light show from the world's big cities. And that's not all. We're ready to bust even more crazy space myths like the
anyway, this has been your boy Calvin Morgan. We're 13 minutes and 25 seconds into this video. Thank you for watching the CM podcast. If you're new, please subscribe, click the bell so you can be notified when I next upload. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much. On the road to 50 subscribers. Let's go, baby.